Hello, this bit of advice is something that really helped improve my game massively and really helped me enjoy the game of snooker a lot more. So I'm someone who quite regularly now in matches gets 30, 40 plus breaks. I've had an 86 break before in a match. In practice, I've had a few centuries. Practice doesn't really count though. But yeah, so I'm someone I can play, and this video really is for people maybe at that level or a bit below that level or below that level. It's not really for people above my level. However, you might just find it interesting. It might be something you agree with, something that you don't disagree with. Love to hear anything that you've got to say about the video and the bit of advice, so please listen on. So, this bit of advice is think long and hard before you take on 1 in 10 shots as your first attempted pot. Really think about your first attempted pot and the dangers of not potting them. So what am I going on about here? When you line up to go play snooker, okay? You line up to take your shot. Your brain is like a big computer. It's trying to make sense of the information that you're feeding into it, i.e. what you're showing it. You're showing it now the line of the shot, you're showing it the cue ball, the object ball, the pocket. You are saying to your brain, in a sense, through your eyes, through your vision, I believe this is the angle required to pot the ball. Okay? You get down on your shot. You play it. You do not pot it. You've given your brain the wrong piece of information. Now, providing that you're cueing well, you're not moving on your shot, you've lined up properly, the only reason you've missed is because you've lined up wrong. You haven't quite got the correct angle, which is easily done when it's a hard shot. When the chances of potting the ball are 1 in 10, or to be honest, sometimes I think for the club player, you need a greater denominator than 10. We talk about 1 in 10 shots. I think a professional player can talk about 1 in 10 shots. I think your average player, you need to be thinking more like 1 in 20 shots sometimes. The problem with taking on these shots is you feed poor information into your brain. It causes dissonance, it causes conflicting ideas in the brain between what it thinks you need to do, because what you've told it needs to happen, and what really needs to happen. You then go for your next shot. Let's say it's another 1 in 10, 1 in 20 shot. You miss it again. Now, all of a sudden, by the time you get in on the balls, you've told your brain something that's slightly off. And it's natural for your brain to start feeding back information to the snooker bit of your brain and say, no, we need to adjust. You don't need to adjust. You were wrong in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? So the problem with taking on pots that are too difficult to start with is it messes up your ability to work out the angles. It lowers your confidence, and it straight away puts your game, your match, into a really negative scenario, into a really negative frame of mind. No pun intended. You start looking at things negatively. You start trying to chase it. However, if in that 1 in 10, I'm going to start calling them 1 in 20. If none of those 1 in 20 shots, you don't take them. You don't even, you play them as a shot to nothing, but you really put no weight on the pot in your head. You know, you don't expect to pot it at all. Okay, because you're thinking about the snooker side of it, the snooker shot. The reward in your head, okay, is greater. Hey, I'm playing a good shot. Hey, I'm feeling positive about my game. Okay, it's good. And I wait and I'm patient. Professionals, they take on these really unlikely shots straight away because they're so likely for them. And if they don't pot them, the other player's going to pot them. It's not like that at club level. You need to stop thinking like that at club level. Okay? You need to think about the level that you're at and play at that level. Wait for a good opportunity. It will come. You know, you're looking. Wait for your 2 in 10 shots, your 3 in 10 shots. Wait for those. You know, a 5 in 10 shot wouldn't hurt either. You never know. You could fall on something that's a 9 in 10 shot, 10 in 10 shot. We all miss. But you see my point. You go into that shot then full of confidence because you're someone who has done everything he's wanted to do, roughly, up until that point. You're someone who's played a snooker. Maybe it wasn't the best snooker, but you played the snooker. You know, you played the safety. Maybe it wasn't the best safety, but you played the safety. Potting, you either pot it or you don't. Do you see, that's the dangers of it. So that's just a little bit of advice to think about here to add to your game. It will really help your game if you seriously contemplate which is the first pot that I'm going to go for, okay? Don't go for pots that you're really unlikely because it's going to have a negative effect on your game. You might not realise it, but it does, okay? That's all I've got to say for now. See, use that bit of advice. You know, go out to the games when you can. Start playing some matches. See if you can see if that helps. Okay? You see if that does change your outlook on the game. See if that does make you feel more in control of your own actions. Okay?